So in this video, we're going to go over enrolling a credential into Velocity using the Enrollment Manager. So the first thing that we want to do is we're going to double click on our Enrollment Manager. Brings up this window. We're going to say Add Person. And up here, ask for the name. First name and last name. John Doe. And then you have a bunch of user-defined fields that you can set up. We'll do that in a later video. For right now, we're just going to get through setting up a card. So we're going to say OK and apply. That gives us add new credential and add new credential for template. We're going to go through both of these. So let's start with add new credential. We're going to double click. It's going to ask us for the badge template. That's something that we set up earlier. What that is let's take a city, for example. They might have an administrative area, then they're going to have general services, utilities. Each one of those might have a different style badge, a different badge design, or something that identifies them on their badge. So you can make templates for each one of those badges. I've made a couple. I called one Roswell template and one warehouse template. So we'll just go ahead, we'll say Roswell template. And then in here, it asks what kind of IDF, and that is what kind of badge is it going to be. If you are just creating a badge to print out for right now, you can set it as badge only. And that way you don't have to put in any other information. If you just want a PIN code to use at keypads, you can set this up as a keypad. If it's just going to be card readers that you're using this credential for, to card. And then there is a whole bunch of other options in here for cards and codes being used together. We're going to set this one up just as a card. Okay, and now it's going to ask us for our match number. Right in here, this is where you enter the number, the match code that is in the badge, and you would normally read it at your enrollment station. You would normally read a brand new card at an enrollment station, and it will populate the match field right here. I don't have one. I did create a video on how to use a card reader on your system to get the match code off of a badge. I'm just going to enter my match code from my badge right in here. Okay, it's an 8-digit number. There we go. And now we're going to go to function. Function is where we get our door group. And our door group is what tells us what doors we can go through. Okay, so John Doe, we're just going to make him an employee. We're going to give him the employee door group. And say, okay. Okay. And you can see in here that the user was added and it was downloaded successfully. So we'll go back into the Enrollment Manager and we're going to do this a different way. We're going to add a person. We're going to call this one Jane Doe. And we're going to say apply. And this time we're going to add new credential from template. And you see, I built a bunch of templates in here, and that's in another video on how to create templates. So we'll do Roswell employee, and you see it gives a description. It enters the badge template, the IDF, the door group it's going to be in. All I have to do is provide the match code. 999988888. Just whatever. And we say OK. And there we are. Jane Doe has been added into the system as well. So now, let's take John Doe's credential and we're going to go ahead and read it. And there we go. Access granted, John Doe, site entry, relay site entry door trigger. So The lock locked, unlocked, and then it relocked. And that is how you add a card into Velocity through Enrollment Manager.